Okay, this is, forgive me if I'm a little bit long on this. This is probably the most profound Thanksgiving Thanksgiving week I've ever experienced. You know, I'm gonna do two songs. One called "A Better Life." It's about immigration. And on April 29th, 1947, Willie Nelson celebrated his 14th birthday, and I was born. And I was born in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and my mother was French-Canadian. She lived with a big family, 13 people in a logging camp. She got pregnant, and with 13 mouths to feed, they didn't need another mouth, especially a bastard child. And so she had me in the Edmonton hospital, and they took me away. They told her she had a boy, and ended up in an orphanage, in a Catholic orphanage in Edmonton for 9 months. And the nuns were selling babies to help fund the orphanage to Catholic couples in California. And so my mother, the mother who adopted me, went up to California and got me. And I came back, and so I was an immigrant. And so this is a song, and it's basically. Let me see, make sure my little thumper is on. Thump, thump, thump. Okay. Can you hear me? Get a little louder, a little loud thump. Can you hear? There we go. Okay. So this is called "A Better Life." Hey, immigrant, tell me why you're coming to my hometown. Hey, immigrant, you bring your people, just trying to settle down. Well, could it be? Well, could it be for a better life? Hey, immigrant, now you're loaded in the ships, sail to this land. Hey, immigrant, now you can pray to your God, 'cause the king is not at hand. Coming here for a better life. Hey, immigrant, kidnapped from your homeland, taken as a slave. Hey, immigrant, 200 years of service, and then they set you free. Looking for a better life. Still looking for a better life. Johnny. Hey, immigrant, think back when the potato crop hit up and it died. Hey, immigrant, now came to this country with a little more than your pride. Coming here for a better life. Hey, immigrant, now labor in the field and harvest all our food. Hey, immigrant, tell you to move on, move on! When the work is all through, just looking for a better kinfolk kept knocking at the door. Hey, immigrant, lady of the harbor, bad hands for just one more. Looking for a better life. Still looking for a better life. Still looking for a better life.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Thanks. So, I was raised in Santa Rosa, got drafted, and went to college on GI Bill, and about 20 years ago, the woman who adopted me, she died. My father, he had died earlier. And so about 5 years ago, the Canadian immigration, they kind of eased the rules on adoption. And so I learned my birth name. My birth name was Leo Asson. It was French Canadian. And so I, went through, all these different things, trying to find who I was and who was related to me. And for some unknown reason, I decided one night to Google Leo Asson. And up came this 90-year-old man in Montreal who had the same name and had a Facebook page. So I called him up, and he wasn't home, and his wife answered, and I said, hey, I explained my name's David James. I was born in Edmonton, the whole thing, and long story short, yeah. She said, well, I'll have him give you a call back. Next day, I got the call back, and he asked a few more questions and said, hey, well, the woman you're looking for, that would be my sister, and she's been waiting all her life for this call. Wow. And so, my God, so you dial the telephone and hello, and called her and talked to her, and I ended up sending her kind of a little scrapbook of things from 9 months old all the way up, to where I was at today. And for her 90th birthday, Diane and I, my wife, we went back to Montreal and visited her. And it was pretty cool because my whole birth was a secret, and I had two brothers that she had to tell, And so it was pretty cool. And while we were visiting there one day, I ended up sitting down and asking her, hey, well, what was it like growing up, in the 30s and the 40s in a logging camp in Edmonton? And so she told me all these different things, and some of the highlights were she had the ability to witch water. So that was a pretty important thing, when somebody wanted a well. And on Saturday nights, they would have kind of like a little dance, and, it was kind of the get-together. And then on Sundays, they'd go to church, and it was a great family time. And so last Sunday, so would call I'd call her up, once a month or so and talk and send her Mother's Day cards and candy, for Christmas and all. And then last Saturday, I got a call from my brother saying, well, her kidneys failed and ended up, she was in the hospital. And so on Monday afternoon, it was basically an equivalent of the Canadian hospice system. And so Monday, I was able to talk to her Monday afternoon. It was a slow conversation, and she basically said, thank you for finding me. And I said, thank you for having me. And we both said, I love you. And that was it. She died the next day. And so I wrote this song. Again, this is called Prairie Girl, the song that I sent to her for her 92nd birthday. Oh. Well, she lived through the highs, endures all the lows, struggled through the in-between. Prairie girl taken one day at a time, trying to keep alive future dreams. Skidding logs in Alberta for just pennies a day, while milking and churning the cream. Ever so often made one meal a day while helping family survive. Well, just helping family survive. Depression is hard with 13 mouths to feed, schools over by the age of 12. If you can sharpen an axe or pull on the saw, need for education is gone. Her gift finding water was a value to all who reside in the lumber camps. Vibration of the stick would tell them where to dig, and soon they had them a well. No, and soon they had them well. Prairie girl, come out tonight with a smile on your face. Saturday night, the moon shining bright, just for the moving escape. Prairie girl, come out tonight and dance a two-step promenade. Coyotes call, winter's coming on. Come dance to the light of the moon. Well, come dance to the light of the moon. Well, they cut down the pines, even ate porcupine. Meat didn't taste that bad. Trees were lengthed out and pulled up on planks, and the horses, they pulled them in place. Well, the horses were large, their strength was immense. Lumberjack's best friend. Teams pulled out a load off the days on the road, finally meeting up with the train. Just finally meeting on up with the train. Well, a tomboy, you'd say, brothers made her that way. Tame a horse as good as a boy. Try to do what's right. Most always raised, and Sundays brought both rest and joy. Drove 5 miles to town for morning church, helped to strengthen family ties. Shared one chicken for a meal, shared chicken and felt quite satisfied. Shared one chicken and felt satisfied. Prairie girl, come out tonight with a smile on your face. Saturday night, moon shining bright,